If putting your outfits together feels confusing, takes too much time, or leaves you feeling stressed and overwhelmed, this video is going to fix that. I am sharing more timeless style rules today to make getting dressed so much easier. These are rules that I personally use, and they will guide your outfit choices so you always know what works, no matter the season or the trend. By the end of this video, you will not only know how to put good-looking outfits together that feel like you, but you might also find that these rules will start to transform and evolve your style in new and creative ways. Hello friend, welcome back. If you are new here, I am Libby. I help women connect back to their body using style and a little bit of psychology. I want every woman to not just look great on the outside, but feel great on the inside too. If that is something that you want to do, then subscribe and keep watching. Rule 1, rule of thirds. As Coco Chanel once said, fashion is architecture. It is a matter of proportions. The rule of thirds, or otherwise known as the golden ratio, helps balance proportions between different items. It simply means you split your outfit into 1/3 and 2/3, as opposed to splitting it in half, 50% top, 50% bottom. If you are wearing a top that sits at or below your hips and then pair it with long trousers, your outfit might look like it's being cut in half, resulting in a more boxy, awkward, and often unflattering look. Instead, we apply the rule of thirds and we bring balance back. And the easiest fix is to simply just tuck in the top. Now your top takes up 1/3 of the outfit, and the trousers will take up 2/3. This allows more of the legs to show, it highlights the waist, and that alone can start to balance proportions and create a more flattering look. There are plenty of other ways you can apply the rule of thirds. You can choose a shorter top that sits at your waistline. The trick here is to ensure the skirt or the pants you're wearing are actually high-waisted, so you are getting the lower body length taking up 2/3. For long dresses, you could opt for the styles that already have built-in belts, or simply add your own belt. This naturally breaks the outfit into 1/3 on top and 2/3 on the bottom, instead of looking like one long pillar with no shape. Anytime there is a clear difference between the pants, your shoes, and your skin, there will be a break in the proportions. So generally speaking, if you want to make your body or your legs look longer or taller, then experiment with shoes being a similar color to your own skin tone, or match the shoe color to the skirt, dress, or pants you're wearing. This is a hint at one of our other rules, which I'm going to share shortly. This is not an exact science, it is a guideline. The point is to have fun with it and get curious. Okay, before I move on to the next rule, I want to share more about the pieces that I'm wearing today. The items that I'm showing you today are from Lilysilk. Their pieces have been a beautiful addition to my wardrobe. As many of you already know, I am very intentional with my own wardrobe, and I like my pieces to feel like an extension of my personality. If you are unfamiliar with Lilysilk, they make a lot of stylish, elegant, and really versatile wardrobe pieces, but specifically they're from really high quality fibers like silk, cashmere, and wool. I really like that these feel like timeless items, things that will just last in your wardrobe forever. I love that they have a proper focus on the environment. Starting off with what I already have on is the Silk Breeze jersey wrap top. This is so comfortable. It's a mulberry silk blend, so it's extremely lightweight and elastic, so it hangs very naturally over your body. My all-time favorite style of top is a wrap style. I find this particular one is very flattering with the V-neck and the ruching. I'm enjoying pairing this with a long coat, high-waisted trousers, or with the Lilysilk midi skirt, which is so beautiful and chic. It's a silk wool blend, and I love that it's A-line and it has proper deep pockets. It's great for winter, and I love the look of pairing this with long boots and a big coat. Next is the cashmere kimono cardigan. I've been living in this. It's so comfortable. It's made from Mongolian cashmere, so it's incredibly soft. I love the wide kimono sleeves. It makes it so elegant. Again, it's got great deep pockets, which you know I love. Plus, it's got the waist belts around it, which means I can add as much waist shape as I need. Next are the pleated trousers. They are also a silk wool blend, and they are wrinkle resistant, which is so helpful because I really don't like ironing. So these are beautiful to pair with the wrap top, plus the front pleats add some structure. They're a wide leg style, and pairing this with also the Lilysilk belt is such a nice look. This is 100% leather, so you know it's going to last forever. This type of belt is such a nice addition to your wardrobe. It transcends seasons and goes with so many different styles. Lastly is the silkery zip jacket. So this is actually an innovative series launched by Lilysilk just this year. The silkery fabric is made with natural silk fibers and they're woven directly into the cotton terry fabric, making it so comfortable. I love this type of jacket because it still has structure and it has some waist shape already built into the waistband. There's beautiful big bat wing sleeves, meaning there's lots of space under your armpits. It's so easy to throw on casually and still look stylish. If you want some real quality, you can explore all of their options on the Lilysilk website. Rule 2, style lines. Many outfits go wrong because outfit lines are not considered, but that all stops now. Style lines are the visual direction that your clothing creates. Vertical lines can make the body look longer, taller, and sometimes even slimmer. Diagonal lines create movement, and they will draw your eye across the outfit, bringing more contrast and sometimes even a little bit more volume. Horizontal lines can either lengthen or shorten your proportions. This depends on the style of the item and how they're interacting with the other pieces that you're wearing. Your outfit is basically a map, and you get to choose how your eyes and other people's eyes read and interpret that map. You can direct attention to certain areas, away from certain areas, and create certain shape depending on what flatters your unique body shape. You can create a vertical line by wearing a monochromatic outfit. This will guide the eye from head to toe, creating lots of length. You can also opt for tonal outfits where monochromatic might not be an option. When wearing cropped skirts or dresses, pair them with knee-high boots and long coats. You can also try long cardigans, jackets with lapels, zips, buttons, as well as pleats and front creases. To create a flattering horizontal line if you're wearing a long dress, pick a belt that is in the same or very similar color to the dress. This will define the waist and maintain that waist shape, creating a more balanced silhouette overall. Sometimes horizontal lines can create more width or make things look larger in the body. Try to avoid placing them at the widest part of your body. Unless of course you're doing so intentionally and you're creating balance in another way. So play around with it. It could simply just be moving a belt a little bit higher up or changing the color. Create a diagonal line by wearing tops that have asymmetric shoulders and hems, or where the top pulls across the body to one side. Skirts and dresses that are also off the shoulder or have diagonal hems will create those lines, as well as through styling when wearing a crossbody bag. Be mindful of too many diagonal lines because that can actually make your outfit look a little bit chaotic. A great little way to check when you've put your outfit together, stand in front of a full-length mirror and simply ask, what path is my eye being taken down when looking at my outfit? If you like where your eye is being directed and the result, then you've likely created some very flattering style lines. Rule 3, obey the belt loops. I love this rule because it is so simple, yet so few people know about it. The general rule is, when there are visible belt loops, always wear a belt. This applies to any item: pants, jeans, trousers, skirts, dresses, even jackets. Belt loops are like the corner pieces of a puzzle. Technically, you could skip adding them, but adding the final corner pieces visually transforms the whole puzzle. Leaving your belt loops empty can leave your outfit looking a little unfinished. So adding a belt just simply completes the look with intention, but it also does a few other little things. Defining the waist, helping to balance and flatter your proportions. A belt can bring so much personality, texture, or detail that can simply transform your outfit. It also signals attention to detail. As you might have heard me say before, style is in the details. Obeying the belt loops is a small detail, and it is a subtle way to signal to yourself, to others, that you, my friend, are one stylish human that notices the little things. Rule 4, the 3-way check. This is a very personal style rule that has been incredibly helpful when shopping. It will help you decide if the item you want to buy is actually right for you and whether it extends or limits your wardrobe. When buying new pieces that you're on the fence about, instead of just buying them and thinking you'll figure it out later, find 3 ways to style that item that still apply the other rules that we've touched on in this video. Can you wear the item casually while still looking stylish and balancing your proportions? Can you wear it professionally in a work or an office setting? And can it be dressed up for more formal occasions? Now, that one item doesn't necessarily need to be for 3 completely different settings. You could find 3 ways to wear this item that are all casual, all work-related, or all more formal attire. As long as you're able to create 3 distinct looks with this one item, then it's pretty safe to say that you have a winning item. I find this very helpful to follow because sometimes I think I might be able to style that item into multiple looks, only to realize I actually don't have enough other supporting pieces in my wardrobe to truly bring that one piece to life and to make it work with my wardrobe. So this three-way check really helps to solve that little issue. Let me know if you've ever tried anything similar to this three-way rule in the comments below. I know some people have different ways of vetting which item they're going to buy and which they're not. I'd love to hear your feedback in the comments. Rule 5, match shoes to your skin tone. I briefly touched on this earlier. It's a rule I rarely see mentioned. I actually don't think I've ever heard anyone talk about this, but it completely changed the way that I buy shoes and I style quick and casual outfits. Matching your shoes to your skin tone creates a natural seamless line from toe to head to toe, and it gives the illusion of more length in the body, making you look taller or longer. And it works across all different shoe styles. Mostly, it helps you put together a flattering, stylish outfit that takes no time to put together. Sometimes shoes break the outfit or turn what was about to be a very stylish outfit into something that now looks a little bit off. In this example, I've got a pair of shoes that are close to my skin tone versus another pair that are obviously very different. The shoes closer to my skin create a longer leg line, naturally making my silhouette look a little bit longer. There's nothing wrong with the different colored shoes, it's just a different approach. Keep in mind that this isn't necessarily nude colored shoes, so find whatever your version of nude is. Basically, whatever color disappears into your leg line is your version of nude. I don't always apply this rule, but when I am stuck for time and I'm having one of those days where I really just don't know what to wear, I know that if I grab a pair of shoes that are similar to my own skin tone, my outfit will immediately look put together and I don't have to overthink it. Rule 6, opt for the extra detail. Another one of my favorite rules that has really helped me become more stylish with my own outfits. It makes shopping more fun, it expands your wardrobe, and helps you experiment with your style and your expression of yourself. I try to look for the pieces that have built-in detail, and by that I mean texture, unique necklines, defined waist shapes, things that have ruffles. They might have kimono sleeves or a really interesting wrap style to them. It might even have an abstract or interesting pattern. It's easy to continually gravitate to buying the basics over and over again. And while you do need some of these pieces to build your wardrobe and make layering easier, in my opinion, they shouldn't be the only pieces that fill your wardrobe. And when you can buy clothing pieces that already have thoughtful details built in, you instantly transform your outfits and they start to add personality, flair, interest, sophistication, and overall style to your looks. Let me know if there's any style of a top or a skirt or dress that you absolutely love. Something with a unique texture or a unique shape to it. I would love to know. Put it in the comments below. All right, my friends, that brings me to the end. I hope you found these rules useful and interesting in some way, and I really hope you apply them. If you do, come back and let me know and let me know how they work for you. If you're interested as well, I have a part 1 to this style rules video, which I will link below for you. And that has some other little extra personal style rules that I use that have really helped me to transform my style and build out my wardrobe. So check that one out if you're interested. All right, friends, if you like this video, then subscribe and like so I know that it resonated. And as always, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being here with me. Be kind to yourself, take care of yourself, and I will see you very soon in another video. Bye.